Right now, there is this door opening for you, and it's time for you to follow this. Follow this inspiration, follow this call. You know, for a lot of you, there's been a time period where you felt almost like you were stopped. You were not allowed to go forward. It was part of the plan, because right now it's almost like you've gone through some kind of integration, awakening, and it's time for you right now to remember who you are, maybe connect with similar people to go through this door, right? Think big. Think big, really. Trust your ideas. There is something about questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go, lifting the veil. And yeah, there's something about a portal, some kind of, in all these cards, what I'm being drawn to is there's some kind of door that you're going to be walking through. It's almost like people are going to be doubting you, saying, hey, you're not going to make it, you're never going to make it, you're not good enough, you're not this, look at this, you couldn't even get this done. You know what? Sometimes you're supposed to fail at something small simply because you were always meant for something bigger. Maybe you failed at some project, but it was because you were always meant for a bigger one. Well, what is up, you guys? What is going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video. So there are monthlies already posted, or even bi-weekly posted. There is monthly horoscopes even posted. Today what I want to do is I want to give you a bit of a channeled message, perhaps from your soulmate, for those of you who are still, searching for your soulmate, and your soulmate is searching for you, and maybe even a little bit of a channeled message from you, even yourself, in the future. So a bit of a different video. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this. Watch this. This one is for Scorpio rising, Sun, Moon, or Venus. Anyway, let's get started. Let's go right in. I want to go right in, and yeah, I want to go right in. Okay, we have here friends and colleagues, happy success, very interesting, intuition, manifestation. And it's funny because I was not planning to record this, but then something happened, and essentially, anyway, we'll talk about this. Deserving. Okay, everything I thought this was going to be about is turning out to be true. But anyway, let's talk about this. So what's your future soulmate? And even I think, because I see you and your soulmate in the future as like one united being, sort of like this one entity almost. I don't know if it makes sense to you. So it's interesting because what they are telling you is that you're actually on the right path. Like things that you are feeling, things that you are, like things that are calling you, it's all, it's part of the plan, so to say. Number 8 could be important for you. Number 9 could be important for you. So it's very interesting because what your future soulmate actually wants to tell you is that you're on the right track in manifesting success in life, right connections in life. And, it was very, very funny today. I don't know if you've seen, I posted something. I posted something about just, kind of like, I never really talk. I mean, I will be on my other channel talking more about like my life experiences, advice and stuff like that. I think it's been long overdue to start something like that. I've been feeling very limited in this channel, but also not finding the time to start. So, but anyway, essentially, I talked about myself in that post about like what I have achieved in 10 years. Because like a lot of you don't know me, probably. I don't know who is watching, some of you long time viewers, some of you not. But like I've been living in the US for a little over 10 years, maybe like around 12 actually at this point. And it's like, it's been a journey, and it's a funny world we live in, but whenever people see something that you do, they ultimately make assumptions. Like some people see, let's just say you do interior astrology, they ultimately make a bunch of assumptions about you. That you are not intelligent, maybe you are stupid, maybe that's the only way you can make money, maybe this and this and this and that. And we have to be careful the assumptions we make about a person, because a lot of it might not be true. To this day, some people laugh at people who make content creation, but there's a lot of self-made millionaires in that probably time, more than any other industry. And my channel is not about that. My channel is kind of, when I started, to be honest, I just wanted something very, very easy for myself while I'm traveling, while I'm healing, where I can express my spiritual gifts, help people. It was intention more of that, and if it was going to make money, that was going to be great, which, it ended up doing that. But anyway, the point is like, I feel maybe in your life right now, you feel misjudged. Maybe you feel people underestimate you. Maybe you feel like it's hard for you to find the right environment for you to reach success. Maybe the friends in your life right now are not the ones who you feel like you can go to that next level or do epic stuff with. But what they're saying, if you're feeling all this is great. That's part of your journey. Because as you're going to start aligning yourself with different people, as you're going to keep focusing on your success no matter what, knowing that you deserve the best in life, it's like this is an essential part of your journey. There's something you had to figure out in terms of that you deserve more, and literally follow that guidance. Even though some people, I feel like some people really misunderstood your choices, but you know what it is? Like, so is life, right? It's journey where one thing leads to another in the ways, like when we're truly on spiritual quest and not just doing, oh, okay, I graduated college, let me go to law school next. With nothing against law school, even though, I have a lot of friends who do this as a profession, and none of them, and this is something they admitted, none of them feel happy. So if you're a happy lawyer, let me know, right? So, but the thing is, like, right, there's all this expectation society has from us of what our journey to success or to even a relationship needs to be, but it's not really necessarily the case. You can have your own journey that doesn't make any sense to anyone, especially in the recent years. I think, like, something I see with this generation is people combine their talents in different ways. There are people who are in tech field, but they're also super into some holistic practices. I know people who work in finance and also do music. There are people, even like, I don't know, for whatever reason, this Formula One comes into me. That guy, what's his name, the cute one? What is his name? Leclerc, yeah, the cutie. He plays piano, has music albums, ice cream company, and he is a race driver. I think everyone has such unique path, and this is not just about what can I sell, where can I put my brand name onto. It's not that. For a lot of people, there are genuine interests. We are kind of, we live in dark ages, but at the same time, we kind of live in the age of Renaissance, I think, at the same time. So for a lot of people, there are so many different ways to express themselves, and I feel like your journey to your soulmate is partially also to embrace your gifts. Again, it might not be a reading for everyone. Like, it might resonate with a specific type of a person that's reading. And it's interesting because a lot of the things you go through in your life, a lot of the things you are meant to experience, they are all part of you becoming that version of yourself, growing into this fascinating, interesting person, finding peace maybe, within yourself, and finding that love that lasts a lifetime. For some of you, maybe it's something that comes a little later in life. And when I say later, you could be 30, and for you it feels like a little later, right? Some people find their soulmate at 20 years old, right? Some people find them at 30, some people find them at 40. Whatever it is, at whatever age you are meant to find that person, you will find them. And it's interesting because what's important here is for you to keep visualizing your success that you deserve in life. Actually, the more, I think, for some of you, people miscalculate you, misjudge you, the more this multiplies the success in your life. I don't know how to explain this. Actually, this resonates with me so much. When people tell me, you're doing great, I actually don't feel happy at all. It doesn't motivate me at all. And then, literally, the second someone tells me, you are never gonna make it, blah, 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 I actually need to hear this. It does something to me I cannot even explain to you. It's it excites me genuinely. I don't know if any of you are therapists, shrinks, what it means. It's a genuine question. Whenever someone tells me that I cannot do something, whether they literally tell me not to do something, let's just say, oh, don't dress this way, or I don't know, you talk too much, or you will never make it. It actually provokes some kind of reaction of me where I actually end up doing that. So I don't know how it works, but it works somehow. It's some kind of, I don't know, I guess a teenager in me that rebels against my parents still in some way. I have no clue what it is, honestly. But it's motivational, and I notice oftentimes helped me actually go to where I need to go. So for some of you, I just feel in your journey here to success, you constantly, and to your soulmate, you're constantly going to hear people tell you how no, you will not get where you are going, you are aiming too high, you want too much. And again, who is deciding what's possible for you? It's It's the most amazing thing when people tell you, I think, when that you cannot do something, because it actually, I don't know what kind of way I have of thinking of this, like maybe it's my life experiences, but from my experience, whenever someone tells someone that they are not gonna do it, actually, like the universe, spiritual guidance activates even more and helps the person even more. Like, you know, I shared in one of my videos, as a joke, I said this, that, you know, what day I would be in Forbes. I actually do not even give a shit about Forbes. Like, I've been in People magazine, some other publication. I don't care so much about it. I mean, it's kind of fun. But then I was like reading comments and someone told me that I'll never make it on Forbes because I'm a stupid tarot reader. And like, I was like, oh my God, I actually need to set it in my goals to do it in Forbes, just, you know, just as a fun, like, it actually kind of motivated me. I was like, I definitely probably will end up in Forbes, because it's been with everything in my life, whenever someone told me that something's not going to happen for me, it always, you know, like when it comes to amazing good things like this, like travel, you know, whatever, like studying, other things always happen somehow. So for a lot of you, you have dealt with a lot of naysayers in your life. Family, maybe even friends, community who always told you, like, no, what you want is stupid, what you want is impossible. And again, I feel like the more people, like, you always have to look at it as a positive thing, because the more people try to tell you that you are not going to make it, you're not anything, the more actually there is spiritual force that surrounds you and it tries to help you. It's actually an energetic law, and it actually helps you to reveal the blessing. Now, with conflict and dark thoughts, there's been times in your life where it's not been anyone else, but it's been you yourself making your life harder than it needs to be. You know what it is? Whether we're talking here about the journey to your soulmate, whether we're talking here about the journey through your career. So I don't know why they're saying your soulmate and your soul purpose are connected. So it's like the two are connected. So it's almost like, as you're doing your soul purpose, it will get you closer to your soulmate and ultimately will bring you two into union. And also, when you meet your soulmate, right, it will also, it will strengthen your soul purpose somehow. You will know exactly, like, if there were any gaps with what you're doing, you are 100% sure how one thing connects to another. With a soulmate, it all, like, the puzzle will be complete, so to say. And it's like, what they're saying is that very often you yourself overcomplicated something that didn't have to be a difficult process. So with the conflict here, I'm seeing that maybe you sailed, how you're supposed to sail, against the wind or with the wind, I forgot. So I don't really do this kind of sailing, so I'm not sure. But essentially with sailing something, you were not, like, you were not doing this, like, you were not working with energies, I guess, that would make it easier for you. And some of you yourself, for whatever reason, decided to take a harder road. Like, you were kind of in this maze, you were choosing almost like complicated situations in life. And maybe for some of you, even as you were choosing this incarnation, you chose very complicated early beginning in life. So maybe some of you were born in a very strange family with strange family lineage, karma, maybe difficult, to be honest, because I feel like with the dark thoughts, it's not even your journey here on earth right now, but even I feel like as you were incarnating, you chose something very puzzled, because maybe for some of you, you wanted to, I don't know, you wanted a more intense hero's journey. It could be, I have no idea why you chose that. But with the true love, ultimately, it's like your path to yourself was what was leading you to the person who you really are meant to be with. And for them, the same thing. For them, they had to find courage to follow some kind of light. Because look, both of you here are connected with the same light. You see where here shines and here shines. So they, whoever this person is, had to gain courage to pursue what it feels right, not what's just easy. Because again, they might have also had different, like, physical, so to say, seductions, whether, oh, just stay in this country, or, oh, just take that job, oh, don't, don't travel there, or just marry whoever you know, like, right? They had to wake up to something to also answer the calling of their soul. It's like removing, not to go biblical, but like removing idolatry, removing just like physical objects, physical stuff. But like sometimes, when we do in our life, I've definitely experienced this, but sometimes we definitely do in our life things that don't make sense to anyone, like career choices it could be various choices in life, but we do this because really there is divine providence that is leading us somewhere, and that is the truth. And for some of you, maybe for you or for them, this element included travel, relocation, closing some old chapters, letting go. And also both of you might have struggled with some consciousness of lack, where again, it could be both of you or either one of you, where it's like you either felt like you didn't have enough to truly pursue what you want, or maybe you knew that relationship of some sort was not right for you, but you were staying there because you were so scared if you're not going to find better. And again, there's something here about spirituality and transforming also these old patterns, finding the light that will guide you ultimately to where you're meant to be, taking steps. Exactly, there's something here about taking steps towards this castle, but it's like the castle is almost like the temple. So it's, first of all, for some of you, actually, it might sound counterintuitive, but you answering the calling of your soul will actually lead you to actual prosperity. Even though it's like, again, people make all kind of judgments, right? But like, you never know. Sometimes something that seems like, oh, this is so stupid, this is so silly, might, again, I'm not saying like, like when somebody laughed at me that I'll never apparently make it to Forbes, which now I kind of know that I probably definitely will. It's like, it's like, okay, just an example. And again, this was never actually my goal in life ever until I guess today is the day it got added on my little list. So, but it's funny because sometimes, yeah, sure, okay, maybe current project, current job you're working, current, I don't know, you're doing some kind of YouTube podcast, some kind of product. This might not be the thing that will make you, the great of something you are doing. Or again, it's not about being great necessarily. Some of you don't want that. For some of you just want to truly be aligned with what you're here to do, right? But it might be a stepping stone to that. It might have been, it happens all the time, like with people that, oh yeah, there was a job or there was a project that I was not 100% happy with. Yeah, it felt like weird. Why did I have to do this and that for this amount of years? But you know what? Then when this next level was here, finally, I understood why did I have to take the steps the way that I did, okay? You know what they are saying? Actually, this is a legitimate message from your future self and from your soulmate. I feel like it's weird because they are showing like a sofa or some kind of armchair and you're sitting together and you're like talking, saying this message. I don't know, I hope it makes sense. It's like, it is, all these achievements are great. You should definitely focus on them. But what they are telling you, and it might sound so generic, but sometimes certain things are being said over again by people because they are true, right? And what they're saying that yes, even though you should absolutely focus on your achievements, aim higher, do not allow what you've done so far kind of like define what's yet to come, right? But like, they're telling you to already be grateful where you are. Like, be grateful where you are, because this moment, even if you feel like you're not where you want to be yet, even if you feel, oh, I haven't met my soulmate yet, oh, I haven't really achieved that success that I'm dreaming about, there is so much beauty and magic in this moment, and you don't want to let this pass you by as you are like, climbing, so to say, that mountain. Some of you could have Capricorn placements. And also they're telling you to have more fun. Like, have fun with all of this. Have fun, like enjoy, live your life. Don't forget to live your life, because there will be a time where for some of you, you will be, I see it in different ways. For some of you who are in that age, you will have family, your own family, and it will be like, it will be taking a lot of your time, I'm seeing. For those of you who doesn't resonate with that, it could be that you, in your own family, there were certain patterns that you had to transcend, get out of. And get to this new beginning. Because there's, look at this, there's commitment, there's milestone in the future, there's so much to celebrate, there's so much to hope for, so much to be happy for. And I feel like, you know what it is, the soulmate that you're with, that you're going to be with, is also right now coming into their power, becoming the better version of themselves. And it's interesting because a lot of your goals, maybe at first, they don't seem, it's not like you guys have the same goals, let's just say at this moment, but it's like a lot of what they want for their life is what you want too. It's almost like, you know, kind of like, she always dreamed to have, I don't know, a house somewhere, I don't know, somewhere in like little village in Italy, some countryside in Italy. And so did he, you know, like something, and then some random event they met, and the rest is history. Because this person is going to be manifesting in your life very soon. Now, you don't trust people easily. You have a lot of fears, and they're telling you to, even though, yes, very often your intuition is correct, the people, you know, who are around you, if you feel like you shouldn't trust, yeah, listen to that. But at the same time, it's like, you know, do not let this make you a bitter person, because they are who they are because that's all they know. You know, it's actually something today I did not talk to somebody from my family for over a year, and recently this person responded to me finally. And you know, I had all these complicated emotions inside. I did not know how to react because it was very inappropriate. And you know, then I was like, you know what, I just gotta let go, because I know that it's obviously nothing wrong with me. You know, I didn't do anything wrong. And obviously the way this person behaves has to do with whatever they are experiencing. This is all they know. Maybe they could do better, but they are not acting that way. So I'm not going to worry about this, even though it's hurtful. I'm just going to let this be, whatever this is. I understand that this is probably the best they know. Actually, I think there was an old quote from Deepak Chopra that comes in, something like, it helps that everyone is acting from their level of consciousness. I'm not even the biggest Deepak Chopra fan, but I mean, I've been to a few events here, actually. He did in Miami during our puzzle. Seems like very nice person. But anyway, long story short, that quote came to mind. It helps remember that everyone is acting from their level of consciousness. So something he would say, right? But like, it's like, you know, there are people around you. They might talk nasty things to you. Family members might be sometimes mean, and of course have your boundaries and everything, but you know what it is, it's like people act the way, I mean, if someone is truly happy, like even today somebody was like writing me nasty comments, you know, saying how my YouTube channel is so stupid and I'll never make it here and there. And you know, the funny part of this is like, but you're so stupid, why are you watching? Are you stupid? You know, it's kind of like weird. But it's like, it's, you know, I think about this, right? If, let's just say, there are people who are naysayers in your life, haters in your life of any kind, think about it. Are they doing better than you? Because, you know, whenever, let's just say with YouTube, right? I give this example all the time because like I've been working, I guess, so much. I gotta get a life and like leave my house and working all the time. But it's like, you know, the thing is like, I highly doubt that any of these people who write me nasty comments are like supermodels or billionaires, or actually are in the freaking Forbes themselves. Actually, I met people who were in the Forbes, and you know what? The funny thing about this kind of people, they will always encourage everyone. They will always tell everybody, you know, to not give up, to go, you know, to work harder. Never a person who is truly successful in life will be nasty to other people. Like, I've never seen that. Usually these are very positive people. Usually losers, you know, who are not doing so well in life, they have the time to write how channel is stupid, but then they watch the channel. I don't know why, if it's so stupid, right? So it's like, and same can be with gossip around you in life with different people. So what your future soulmate is saying, like, do not pay attention to it. It's not worth it. Keep following whatever is the light and stop going back and forth on yourself. Because some of you are like, oh, okay, today I'm this new version of myself. I'm following my inspiration. I'm becoming, like, I'm finally starting this dream project or whatever. And then you go back on yourself. You say that you're going to start going to the gym, let's just say regularly, and then you go back on your promise to yourself. They're telling you to get out if you're still in any way are in this victim state where you feel like you're trapped and you cannot change your life, they're telling you to get up and start following this light right now. Yeah, because there is going to be a big change. I feel like where you are now with friends, colleagues, etc., there's going to be a very big difference somehow. You're going to be with a completely different group of people, doing different things, maybe even professionally. Some of you will actually see how there's so many more things you could do than whatever it is you felt like is the only thing you can do at the moment. There's going to be creative endeavors. And I do feel like they're telling me how with the lost card, there is a person still in your life who feels like they've lost you, but you know what it is? It's you were never supposed to be with them in the first place. Maybe it's going to be weird, but for some of you, you were never meant to meet this person in the first place. So it was some kind of matrix glitch. But as you're honoring your path, this is where everything increases, all the good things in your life increases, and this is where you meet a person who's truly right for you. Anyway, I'm going to take this to the extended over here. I want to see a little bit more into this. Feel free to join the extended if this resonated. Again, all these videos are extra. There are so many videos. There's 800, I think 70 videos on this channel. Yeah. So I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much. And again, I just wanted to share this, this few things today. It's like, I don't know. It's interesting. Link to the same down below. Love you all. We'll talk soon. Bye.